sensational sharing plate that's unbelievably quick to cook and so easy to remember. So we're going to do a beautiful recipe. This is like the coolest little thing to do with prawns. You'll need fresh king prawns, garlic, limes, curry powder and sweet mango chutney. It's an amazing process and recipe that gives you texture, crunch, softness, sweet, sour, spice. It's really, really good. So, big pan. Let's whack that on a medium-high heat. We're going to be bigging up prawns, of course. So, we've got 300 grams of prawns here. These are absolutely delicious. They're fresh. You can see by the beautiful blue colour. I love this size. Really, really nice. I find it gives you the best kind of sweet flavour. They've got all their shells on. And I always look for the MSC approved accreditation so they're sustainable, right? So 300 grams of prawns. What I want to do is make it easy to pick it up and eat it. Most of the flavour is in the head. So I'm just going to peel the prawn all the way down to the tail. And you can leave the tail on as well. Now, by peeling this prawn, we can do a couple of other things as well. One is remove the little vein from down here. And you can do that easily by just running a knife carefully down the back of a prawn. It's very, very simple. And if you put that tip in, you'll pull out this little vein like that, and you can just lose that. But also, by running the knife down there, you're allowing this prawn to butterfly. And what that means is just to open up like a butterfly. This is a stunning way to prep your prawns, and a great tip to help them take on added flavour in the pan. Okay, so we are all done. Garlic, we're going to use quite a bit of, actually. We're going to use 6 cloves of garlic, which for 2 people, you know, that's kind of cracking on a lot, but we're going to make them sweet and delicious, so it's not going to be garlicky, sort of in a pungent, horrible way. We're going to flavour the oil to cook the prawns in, and we're going to make them like little crisps, like literally like crisps. Try and slice the garlic the same thickness. If you don't, then you won't get that lovely, even cook, so they're all crispy, crunchy. So a bit of love goes a long way. So the garlic is done. Then I'm going to be using a couple of little condiments that make this dish. First one is a good curry powder, a really nice blend of all those spices, right? Each kind of curry powder varies. Pick one that you like. They're in all the supermarkets. Then the star of the show, as well as the prawns, of course, a nice mango chutney, because you get so many layers of flavour. You get a real bang for your buck, but most importantly, you get that glaze and that sort of sweetness that rests off the spice and off the garlic that's going to be amazing. So in the pan, I'm going to add a tablespoon of oil, and then I'm going to go in with the garlic. If you angle the pan like this, you almost create like a little mini deep fat fryer. Garlic's very sensitive, it's got natural sugars in there, and I want to fry them until they're crisp and golden. If you make them kind of go black, they'll go slightly bitter. So these are looking really good. So all the garlic's out. Now we turn the heat up, and we've got this gorgeous garlicky oil. So we go in with a teaspoon of curry powder. Just move the oil into that curry powder, and it'll just start to toast and go beautiful. Then we can go in with our prawns. And they'll go from that amazing blue colour of the raw prawn, and as the heat penetrates it, you know, it'll start turning that amazing pink. And where you've butterflied it, it'll start to transform. Here we go. Look at those colours. Woohoo! So that garlic oil is infusing with the curry powder. And don't forget, we've got loads of flavour in those prawn heads. There, look there, there. Oh, yes. And they're basically done now. You don't need to overcook prawns at all. We're going to go in with one nice big spoon of mango chutney. So now the mango's in there. This is kind of the sizzle time, right? It's going to glaze it. It's going to shine. And then onto the plate we go. Some of that lovely juice just in the middle. And then we get those beautiful garlic chips and we just sprinkle those in and around. Then our last ingredient is lime. So little strokes of the lime zest makes all the difference. Then we can simply just slice that into a little wedge. A fantastic little sizzle plate. It will be impossible to not want to get stuck into that. Lime juice over the top. Don't be polite about it. Get in there. Oh yeah. Absolutely delicious. The crunch of the garlic was totally worth it. Every now and again you get a little chunk of mango. The prawns in all of that just work really well. You've still got the sweetness, they're perfectly cooked. Fresh, stingy, sweet and sour, hot and sizzling. I love it. Quick to prep and ridiculously tasty. My lip-smacking sticky mango prawns. A pleasure to cook.